Hey there, Libra. It's Amanda here with your routine rune scope. This month, in conjunction with the runes and your psychic messages, I will be using the Medieval Scapini Tarot deck. This is by Luigi Scapini to deliver your messages for November. Also, be sure to join me for part 2 after this video over on Vimeo for your spiritual guidance, wisdom, and advice for November. I will be pulling one card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue and interpreting that just to get some extra guidance for how to deal with the energies of her. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you like what you see, please do click that subscribe button. That will ensure that all new content that I post gets delivered directly to your inbox here on YouTube, or you get alerted so you don't miss the monthly rune scope. But let's jump in and cast the runes for Libra. 17. What do Libras need to know? Libras. As always, Libra, keep in mind these are general or free sample readings. That means not all of these messages will be for you. Some are going to be for the other Librans that are watching. If you would like something far more specific, I encourage you to schedule a private Skype consultation with me. They are $. Just email me at the email address here in the video, or also below in the details section. That's where you'll find the link to the Vimeo channel as well. Just click or tap show more down there, or the little arrow beneath this video to open that section. All the information is there for setting up an appointment. You can also watch the video for your rising sign as well. In fact, I encourage everyone to do that. That can give you some additional clarity or messages regarding the month ahead. But let's see here. A ton of runes fall over here. Challenge or focus for Librans. Looks like money here, Libra. You got 5 of coins. So this can be dealing with a rather turbulent financial period, a financial loss of some sort. You're determined to overcome this, though. For some of you, maybe this has been going on a while. Just, feel things have been really unstable. Maybe you've had a lot of expenses, and you're trying to overcome it. I feel like many of you are you're trying to score interviews. You're trying to look for ways to improve your money. Maybe utilizing marketing, utilizing training. Some of you may be like, wanting to go back to school and get training, but that takes money. So some of you be in school and you're trying to figure out a way to pay for that, or you're trying to figure out a way to go back to school with onsus here, because that can be about academics, teaching. Some of you, the solution would be teaching a class, but you'd be having trouble finding time to do that between your regular day job or your other responsibilities. So, for some of you, maybe health problems have prevented you from being able to work regularly or work a day job. And so you've been looking for maybe something to do from home, or a way to supplement your income, or to help pay for things until you can go back to work. So your challenge is to overcome that and, find something maybe internet related. Again, with onsus, this is the internet rune. So either find a job that you can do over the internet or over the wires, or work that you can do remotely in order to fix this. But that's your challenge for the month. Those of you that have had health problems, this can just be talking about health, and maybe money's okay, but you've been seeing specialists trying to figure out what's wrong, or undergoing treatment, and your challenge is to kind of get your strength back and follow the treatment, or kind of get your strength back, or get your health back. And for some of you with onsus here, it could be the advice of the doctor or the specialist or the medicine they prescribe is making you feel weaker or sicker than whatever it is you're trying to cure. So, or maybe it's just very difficult to follow. Maybe it's like a diet or something that you have to do. Maybe some of you are trying to lose weight and be healthier that way. And it's just a really difficult regimen to follow. That's your challenge for the month. That, the challenge indicates, though, with Tyr here, you can overcome it if you're determined and you stick with it. Don't let a day pass if it is a diet or some kind of exercise routine. Don't let a day pass where you don't do it. That's the solution. That's how you're going to overcome the challenge. And I feel like most of you are determined. Like, I don't want to feel like this anymore, or I'm tired of not having any money. However this is manifesting for you, you're determined to improve your health or your financial situation. Within whatever limitations you have, you are going to find a way to do this. Just keep at it. I feel like that's the main echo or the main message coming through here. Stay determined, stay committed to whatever advice has been offered. In the present energy, so this would be end of going into or whenever you are watching this for the first time, we've got the Emperor. So the Emperor could be a person. He's normally a father figure or a boss. He could be an authority figure of some sort. Somebody that people respect or look up to or go to for advice or for permission to do things. So he could be kind of a bureaucratic person that you need their approval or you need them to sign this paper or whatever before you can do something here. But this could be somebody that in your present energy is just, it could be an Aries person as well. The sign of Aries is associated with the Emperor. Someone going through a big shift or change. And for some of you, it could be your dad. But you feel like this is a good change. Like they finally, they finally took a risk or took a leap of faith into something, that, or a leap out of something that, it was hard to do. It had been difficult to face up to, but, it was for the best. Now for some of you, he is an authority figure. He's somebody that you have to go see, maybe a doctor or, an authority in his field, some sort of bureaucratic thing, legal thing you have to get taken care of. But once you go, and you'd be really dreading this. For some of you, it could be a future boss. You're going on this job interview, again with the rune of the job interview here. And I don't know, you may have anxiety about this, Libra. Maybe that's something you struggle with anyway, in situations like that where you have to go on an interview or you have to go talk to a lawyer because this could be some sort of legal thing, or you have to go to some sort of government agency to take care of things. For some of you, maybe this is like a green card situation or a work visa kind of situation, and you're just dreading it because you don't know how it's going to be received or if you're going to get the approval. I feel like once you go, you're going to be fine. Once you kind of get, whatever you do, whenever you get this over with, as much as you're dreading it, the problem's solved. So, you have to do your part too. If it is a doctor, and you have to stick, again, like we were saying, stick to the regimen, stick to the program, stay on the medication, whatever it is you have to do to get better. But yeah, once you get the initial visit, like going to see this doctor, going to see the specialist, or going to this government agency to take care of maybe your immigrant status or get a work visa or whatever, you're going to feel so good about that. And I think you're going to know that it's going to go well just from talking to this guy, because he's not someone to be afraid of. Yes, he does kind of command respect, but it's not in a scary way. He will be maybe straight to the point. He's not much of a coddler, but it's not going to be a negative experience. I kind of feel like whatever this is you have to do, or whoever this is you have to go talk to, it's something you've built up in your mind to be scary, and it's not. I think the actual experience of it is not going to be that way at all. Now, the health that's going to be available to you, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this could be water sign energy, someone, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer around you, Libra. It could be male or female in these general readings. The rune of Gifu is here. And in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, this could be a couple of, work a couple of different ways. And I'm getting a couple of different scenarios here, messages. The first is, if this is a person, in the reverse, this is somebody who is being either manipulative or deceptive in some way. They are not emotionally available. They are not being on the up and up with something. This doesn't have to be a personal, like, love relationship. It could be anybody that you are connected to that you care about. and who you think cares about you or claims to care about you or did used to care about you. There was a personal connection at some point. But yeah, it could be a sibling or a cousin or a former friend. I do feel like it's someone that's kind of been fallen out of your life, or that you've been a little dissatisfied with because you do feel like they're keeping secrets, or you don't feel like you're getting the full lowdown on what's going on with them. Now this is coming up as a help because I feel like, if this person has been dishonest, it's going to come out. And for some of you, I feel like this is an ex or somebody, or like maybe this person got involved with someone that you didn't care for, and you're going to find out that that relationship has gone kaput, or that they're no longer together, or someone's getting kind of their comeuppance for being a hot mess. This can also be an overly emotional person. Like there could be, some reasons for that, medical reasons. Maybe they have a mental or emotional disorder, or and they haven't gotten treatment for it, and that's why they act out in the ways that they do. But there's some sort of information. But always remember, this is the help position. Whatever comes out is a help to you, either because you find out that someone's, not been honest with you. And let's face it, that's a help. Sure, we'd rather not know that, but well, it's not that we would rather not know that. We would rather it not be true, right? But if it is, you would rather know. I do feel like for some of you, this is just, news coming about a breakup, gossip that someone has kind of, maybe this is someone who hurt you really bad, and now it's like their kind of karma comeuppance has come back around, and maybe they left you for someone else and that really hurt you, and you can't help but be a little happy when it's like, oh yeah, that person really has issues. So not surprised to find out the new relationship didn't work out either. It's that kind of energy, but yeah, this could also be someone from the past kind of trying to rekindle with you or get in touch with you, or you get news of that, because the rune of gossip and other people kind of being all in your business or being in this person's business, and that's how you kind of hear about this. But there's an element of somebody's repeating the same mistake, or somebody's trying to get you to repeat the same mistake. And Libra, I think that came up for you last month. Don't repeat the same mistake. Or it might have been Sagittarius, I can't remember. But I really think that this person will hang themselves, as far as if they're trying to be all sweetie sweet and draw you back in, like the old self will show up in time. Even if you're a little bit tempted, their old true self will rear its ugly head in time, and you'll be like, oh hell no, I don't think so. So yeah, there's the truth coming out about someone, either from the past and you kind of getting gossip or hearing news about something like that going on. A disappointment for that person, or something not working out for that person, and it's kind of like karmic retribution kind of thing. Or you finding out in time that someone has been deceiving you. Unfortunately, I don't like to deliver that news to anyone, but for some of you, yeah, it could be that. And maybe it's somebody who you've caught in a lie before, because again, there's an element of I'm not going to repeat that that will end in failure. I've already been with this person once before. They did the same thing. That was their second chance, and now I'm done. They lied to me again. Or it's like I've been in a relationship like that before, where I've been deceived, lied to, cheated on, not going there again. Or I've been with a manipulator like this who does terrible things and then always plays the victim. I'm not doing that again. So what must be accepted about the month of December? We've got the Five of Swords in reverse. So, yeah, there's some sort of no-win situation. I think we're going back to this here. There's some sort of no-win situation that if you're drawn back in, or if you give someone another chance, it will end the same way. It'd be good for a while, but once a cheat, always a cheat. Once a liar, always a liar. I feel like compulsive liar is what's coming. Compulsive liar is the phrase coming to me. You're dealing with a compulsive liar. No matter who this is, again, doesn't have to be a romantic relationship or a former romantic partner. It could be anybody that you have an emotional tie to. Family, friends, whatever, child. But they're a compulsive liar. They can't be trusted. Again, being with them is a no-win, it's always your fault. They cause all the problems. They lie, cheat, deceive, whatever, manipulate, but it's always your fault. So steer clear of that, Libra. You don't want to get involved in that. And I think you know that because, again, it's coming up as the help to you. Like, oh, no, I'm not going down that road again. But, I mean, for others of you, this could just be the news again that someone else has gotten themselves into a pickle, a no-win situation. They've gotten, they've been kind of revealed to maybe another person for the cheat that they are. And now they're in a vulnerable situation, kind of gotten there by their own machinations, their own dishonesty, and just negative treatment of people. And they're getting their comeuppance. And Libra, you'd be actually feeling sorry for this person. I mean, I get it. You just find yourself, if it's somebody you cared about, even if they were, a terrible, horrible person, good people still feel sorry for people like that. That's the difference, right? These sorts don't have empathy. Something doesn't connect. They can't feel for other people the way that most people can. And so, good people feel bad for even those who have done them wrong. That's kind of the hallmark or the call sign or the way to recognize a truly good individual. Even somebody who has, maybe screwed them over in the past, if they find out that person's going through a rough time, they feel bad for them. But don't feel bad for them to your detriment here, Libra. I would not get back in touch with them, and I would not open that can of worms. Because again, if you do, it's just going to be failure. You won't know what to believe from them. Again, you won't know if what they're telling you is the truth. And for some of you, this could be somebody just trying to reach out to you because they want money. They'd be asking you for money. They want to get back together for the financial support that you can give them, or they'd be trying to get something out of you, which is usually the case with somebody manipulative like this. They don't want to really connect. They want something out of you because Fehu is here. So if somebody wants your money, somebody may be after your money or trying to get something out of you. Libra, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, no matter how bad you feel for somebody. I mean, they are not your responsibility. Because the Knight of Cups, again, it could be a female as well. That's somebody who is an adult, even if it is your kid. That's an age where they should be able to handle and take care of themselves. Now the outcome for you do have the Ace of Swords reversed. So yeah, kind of feeling like you're blocked in some way. I think this is just one area of life. Again, going back to this, for some of you, it could be your health. You just could be having a really hard time sticking with the program, making progress, or getting your energy back. It could be even by the end of December, you are still trying to find the right job or trying to increase your money. Fehu is here though. So there could be a job offer that comes in December, but maybe you don't start until where it's like, oh gosh, gotta figure out how to pay these bills in the meantime. It's like there will be something in the offing, something coming, but for some of you, it'd be an offer that it'd be work that you're not super thrilled with, but it'd be something that you feel like you have to take. Because again, you're in maybe a no-win situation with money. It's like, I got to pay the bills this month, so I'm going to have to take this job. But maybe you're like, it's just going to be temporary. Like, I'm definitely not staying with this for the long term. But yeah, by the end of December, you just be feeling like, it's just taken you a really long time to get past something, either a block in finance, a block in health, a block in dealing with a deceptive person, a compulsive liar. Like, why do I always fall for this person's machinations? Why do I always give in? Why do I always put down my sword? Because it's kind of like what I'm seeing is you go in ready to conquer, right? conquer your financial problems, conquer, whatever the health issue is, or like, I'm not going to take this person's crap if it's somebody coming back trying to take advantage of you. And then you kind of lose your momentum, or you feel like you run into obstacles that you can't overcome. So yeah, when things are blocked, or when we feel blocked in a certain situation, it's always, a time maybe to take a step back, kind of regather our energy, regather our forces. Maybe we just need to give some things a little more time to work. Just because you encounter obstacles doesn't mean that we're not on the right path. Anything worth having requires quite a bit of effort. So, but if there is an area of life where it's like, I just can't, I've been trying this for years, or I've been in this situation for years, and I'm obviously going to have to change what I'm doing because this is not working. So again, kind of look at it with time frames and consideration. Try to figure out what the pattern is. Why do I keep drawing these kind of people? Or why do I keep giving in to these kind of people? Why do I keep being deceived by these people? These sorts. How am I spending money in a silly way? Is there a way that I can conserve money from what I'm already doing, so that I don't feel like I'm always, scrounging for money, or having a hard time paying bills? Is it just I need to make more money, or can I save money with what I'm doing? Can I cut down some expenses here? So yeah, at the end of December, I think it's time to take an evaluation and see where you're being blocked, and try to figure out why, so that you don't repeat it. Now, for some of you, it could just be a temporary block. I really think, especially if it's financial, it does seem like there's something coming in, the start of it anyway, but you may not see the full benefits until we're here, Libra. But as I said, do join me now for part 2 over on my Vimeo channel. I am going to pull one card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle. I want to see if we can focus on this Ace of Swords in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and see if we can get some more wisdom and guidance about this person who is being deceitful here, Libra. So I'll meet you over there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.